Isn't it wonderful that there are reports that there are plans to return the Elgin marbles to Greece, at least in some form? Lord Vesey has been chairing a committee, and money has been provided by a Greek philanthropist to facilitate this in some way. However, as ever, the minister connected to the digital media, culture and sport, it's not Nadine Dorries, and I can't for the life of me think who it is. Maybe she's not terribly important. I think her name is Michelle or something. Anyway, the not terribly important Minister for Digital Media, Culture and Sport, who hasn't bothered to reply to my letter from, quite a long time ago now. She has said, or at least one of her spokespeople has said, the British Museum is prevented by law, a law made in the 1960s, from removing objects from its collections except in some narrow circumstances. The government has no plans to change this act. That is precisely what Lord Vesey and what the Greeks were encouraging the government to do. And so there's going to have to be some serious jiggery-pokery to get round a government that doesn't really seem capable of doing anything at the moment. If there's one thing the government could do in its 2 years before it has to resign, it might be to arrange the return of the Elgin marbles. A little good does a lot of good in the long run. A little kindness does a lot of good. And this is kindness that could be done. And these statues, either they're going to be on permanent loan or they're going to be repatriated, and the longer we delay an agreement, the more chance there is that they're going to be permanently repatriated by a very angry and very irritated Greece. And we could have sorted this out in the 1960s when Melina Mercouri came over and wept in the room with the Greek marbles. Actually, she started weeping in the room next door and was then pointedly told she was in the wrong room. She was in the Turkish room, which I suspect probably at the time was not particularly diplomatic. But there we are.